not have the guts to step forward and do.
Daddy was a Democrat, I ain't no Republican. Poor people get ignored by the government. Rich are getting richer while the poor still suffering. Where do we go from here? Already come too far to turn back another year. Okay, now what did we learn? Organize yourselves, whether in business or in jail, or you're sure to fail. So pay attention to detail, get something new to sell. Wanna succeed, then do it well. Know your clientele. Go build your house, hammer and nails. With a 4x4, lay your foundation on the floor. With a keystone, on solid rock withstand the storm. The land I'm from is every man for his family, exploring every nook and cranny, fuck hand-me-downs. Not from the top, but we hung around the underground. Never gonna stop, we just getting out the gate now. We're here to stay, we may be poor, but we can pray. Re-educate while we're living to see another day. Living this gutter way, a brother would take his chances and lose. They cannot relate, cause they're not standing in your shoes. Daddy was a Democrat, I ain't no Republican. Poor people get ignored by the government. Rich are getting richer while the poor still suffering. Have-nots are hustling, guess no one's got it tougher than them. I'm not a Democrat, I ain't no Republican. Poor people get ignored by the government. Rich are getting richer while the poor still suffering. Have-nots and greedy men, come on, let the struggle begin.
Somebody tell these Maryland governors to be for real. They never gave a damn. It's the way I feel. The government you have elected, they tax all of us. Legalize slavery, support the government cause.
What does it all mean? Where did it all seem to go wrong? How appalling, our neighborhoods a killing zone. From zones to P's, growing LBs of trees. To the knowledge degrees, styles of the project MCs. Product of these streets, a man will do anything for his family. You can't abandon me and expect me to be understanding. Look at the damage we're doing to humanity. From where I stand, we're just killing the earth annually. When Katrina hit, just think of a 10-point earthquake. FEMA had no mandate. I didn't vote him as my candidate. Broke the family value pledge, sending their sons and dads out to die. Everyone knows that what was said was just a shallow lie. God help us, cause we done got selfish, gluttonous, and even jealous. We want ours and everyone else's. Without wealth in this country, you're not welcome at the doctors to get healthy, but in court you'll get a felony. Daddy was a Democrat, I ain't no Republican. Poor people get ignored by the government. Rich are getting richer while the poor still suffering. Have-nots are hustling, guess no one's got it tougher than them. I'm not a Democrat, I ain't no Republican. Poor people get ignored by the government.
It's gonna be a slowdown,
Cause none of us have got enough.
traces of the new world order.
Greedy men and have-nots, speeding in with gats cocked, treating it as if it were a job, squeezing to the last shot, thieving they don't ever knock, barge in, taking over the spot. Case know what a joint knows how to pick the lock. All they want's the cash crop, don't make them pop it like it's hot. Blast off and that'll send your soul up with NASA. Greedy men want more than a surplus they have-nots want more than the rags that they need. And it's the fact that both of them will do anything to come up on cash for the dollar signs while they live and breathe, till someone's smoking them. Greedy men are murderers, have-nots are burglars, probably rob the stash spot of the same nigga that's serving ya. Societies run amok, governments a cover up, inmates take over the asylum, one day outnumber us. Democrat poverty pimps, Republican tyrants. I'm neither party and hardly trust the government. Daddy was a Democrat, I ain't no Republican. Poor people get ignored by the government. Rich are getting richer while the poor still suffering. Have-nots are hustling, guess no one's got it tougher than them. I'm not a Democrat, I ain't no Republican. Poor people get ignored by the government. Rich are getting richer while the poor still suffering. Have-nots are greedy men, wonder when the struggle will end.